What have been your challenges when you've been dealing with children?
Sometimes parents are trying to they see a coach as a person to get their things put across to the child rather than to understand what the child really wants. A coach is there to prepare your child, to help your child handle both winning and losing, to help him build his character. If he is doing what you expect him to do, then it's you, it's not him. So it's very important for the children to develop their own thinking. So, yes, with parents, I have faced challenges initially, and still I witness parents who are like, अभी एग्जाम्स आ रहे, एग्जाम्स के बाद देखेंगे. They don't realize that this is where the priority space is. This was automatically outcomes you cannot control, but you can prepare your child to handle any outcome which comes. That is what is, I think, yeah, that's been a challenge.
How much difference does life coaching and handling life issues and getting more adept at life skills, how much is it directly related to their academics?
It makes a remarkable difference. I had done a Zoom seminar for managing exam stress, and there was a fairly good response to the number of children who came. And there we first went on to a little bit of a guided meditation because they also wanted to calm down. Very important to calm them down first. Understanding that examination is simply a way for you to be a better version of yourself. It is not you being better or worse than anybody else. It's simply a tool to help you measure how much you have learned over a period of time. Because there is so much hype created about exams still that children are really, it sometimes some children seem like they're almost leading to depression. It's crazy how they feel about exams. And then they learn affirmations, and the one affirmation which is common to all, otherwise they develop their own, but one which is common to all is that I am awesome. And you'll have them. So most of my students, when they're doing their affirmations, they will either be on the, when they're waking up in the morning, in the bathroom, it will be on the mirror, then those sticky notes, and it'll be like, I am awesome, I'll focus on what is important for me right now, and things like that. And they read it every day, and it's simply amazing the way. So it changes their perspective about examination altogether. So that's how it makes a difference, especially for exams. It definitely improves grades, it improves, and even if the grades don't come as they want it, they are happy. They deal with it very differently, and they create their own things. Fine, if you're getting a 65% now, that's awesome. This is awesome, this is more awesome. Where do you want it to go? It's not necessarily 65, so you want a 90. Even if you're going from a 65 to 70, that's great.
Yeah.
It's about your happiness with respect to that. So that is something that really matters.
I think that also helps them build perspective on what happiness really is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What all do you do with kids? What are the kind of programs? What are the things that you help them navigate through? Any specific things that you would like to mention?
Sure. So one is, of course, personal coaching, which is one-to-one, which is completely personalized to the teenager, which whatever thing he's coming up with. So it will always start with it always starts with the parent first. The parent generally mentions their perspective of the child. Then I have an interaction with the child to understand his perspective. And then we set goals together for the child being the most important there, because he leads the sessions. So they are one-to-one sessions which happen, they're very customized. A general structure is, of course, going from their dreams to structuring them into goals and so on and so forth. The second is group coaching, group trainings which I do, which is there are two signature programs that I have. One is a leadership program for teenagers, and one is the Paint Your Own Future. Leadership program is something which I've done in so many schools so far, and that is where children learn about skills like empathy, decision making, resilience, and how to imbibe them and use them in day-to-day life. So thinking and acting like a leader in day-to-day life. Paint Your Own Future. So as you asked me, the program is coming up on the 30th of November. It's a 4-week journey that the teenagers and parents take with me. So it's basically spread like this. There is a 2 immersive days of programs. That's 30th November and 1st December, 9:30 to 5:30. The first day is purely with the teenagers or preteens. So anybody who's 10 plus, any child is eligible for that. And that day I work with the children on their dreams. They live their dreams over there. There are ways of doing it. They structure them into goals, and then they unleash their own strengths by purely human connections. And they're learning from the same age group of people. And then they learn about how to manage, which is a very big thing from parents nowadays. They are not making their schedules. If they're making it, they're not following it. So they learn that. Time management is something they learn over there. The second day is with parents and teenagers together. So that's a day when they both delve into each other's world. And that day is like an event. We had the previous one, and it was like an event. It was, the parents were learning also, and they were enjoying also. And then there are 4 live video sessions, 3 with the teenagers and preteens, and 1 with the parents, where basically the 4th session is, before the 4th live session, I share a feedback with the parents for each child who comes in. So, and that's an analysis, which is a very detailed email, which is based on my human connection with the child. And based on that, I share that. And then in the Zoom call, we discuss that in the final Zoom call. So it's a 4-week journey, which includes awareness, acceptance, and action.
Beautiful. And you mentioned the dates for this it begins 30th November.
30th November, yeah.
Your love and passion for doing what you're doing just shows on your face when you're talking about all the changes that have happened in so many lives. It's so visible.
Thank you.
So before we come to the signing off, what is it that you would like to share with people who are watching this? I have no idea why my live feed does not show how many people we have already watching. There's some glitch, but definitely we're live. But yeah, what is it that you would like to share as some key points, key takeaways that people can start implementing in their lives on a daily basis?
Yeah, so for parents who are listening, teenagers need your time. So start giving that right away. Second thing is that the game has changed, and so should you. And
one question that again comes to me is, since you mentioned that spend more time, what I increasingly see is that while conscious parenting is on the rise, slowly and gradually, a lot of times for the time that parents are not able to spend, they compensate with either technology or gifts or something more materialistic in nature. How does that eventually end up? How does it eventually end? How does it eventually conclude when it comes to the children? What really happens?
It can have very adverse conditions. I'll share very, very briefly. I had a child like that he was only 13, and he belongs to a highly affluent family, and the parents never say anything to him. He is a child who is anyways very impulsive by nature. His nature is that he's very, very impulsive, and he has never heard a no in his life from his parents ever. So he's a trap shooter already. That's great. But if he wants a gun which has to come from Italy, it will come for him. And now they have a now the parents are facing an issue that whenever they want to say no to him for anything, he gets aggressive. He's gone to the extent of almost hitting his own father because he could not bear. So father was trying to stop him from doing something and he would not do it. So time cannot be replaced by anything else. And of course, one more thing is acceptance. Accept you as you are, accept your child as he is. He is awesome and you are awesome. Respect each other. That's it.
Great. And before we sign off, again, you can definitely mention the next workshop that you're about to do, which you already mentioned, so that people can look at it and sign up. I would definitely share it because it is important for each and every teenage life. Such interventions are so important because they bring them closer to their own selves, and of course to the parents.
So the program, as I said, is called Paint Your Own Future because it is focused on the future of your children, where they learn to set their own goals across each area of their life. May it be their relationship with their parents, may it be overcoming social anxiety, may it be getting better academic grades, may it be making decisions for their career. They will learn strategies and they will implement them during the program. And the program starts from November 30th. 2019. That's a Saturday. And and you can of course check my website for it. It's www.rajatsoni.coach.
Thank you, Rajat, and thank you for being there. I definitely am very confident. I'm very confident that this live conversation did create a lot of value in your life. We all have kids, teenagers around us, and their lives are utmost important, are of utmost importance to all of us. They're very precious. They're the future. There's so much energy, there's so much enthusiasm and passion that they carry, but a lot of times we end up judging too quick. We end up misreading things and are not equipped well enough to handle things with them, handle situations better. Do get in touch with Rajat, for he has been helping parents and teenagers coach on their life. And thank you again for watching, for being here. I do hope that you're loving this journey of 100 Days and 100 Stories. We'll be seeing you again tomorrow with yet another change maker. Do share this, do tag, and do comment on whatever your learnings were, whatever your takeaways were. If you have any questions, please do address it directly with Rajat Soni. And do share the love. Do tag people who you think will definitely benefit from this video. And thank you again. I'll see you tomorrow.